Good morning, Blackberry voters. Just want to address a few things going on in the community in the Blackberry district. First thing is I need to give an apology for something happened last couple of weeks. I had 3 different individuals send me pictures of one of the plants here saying it had been closed, it had been sold to the Fire Museum, and they had sent pictures of the plant with the gate shut, 1 car in the plant one day, and the next day only 2 cars. And without investigating and taking them for the word and believing what was said to be true, I used a picture in one of my commercials, which was a mistake, and I'll own my mistake. I know I should have went out and investigated myself. I usually do with this 3 people I trusted, and evidently it was may have been done on purpose, but I just want to ask forgiveness for using the picture, which was incorrect. The local plant is still open, thank goodness. So with that being said, I'm going to get to reversion, which needs to be talked about. A lot of people don't know what it means. I've had several reach out to me and want to know the specifics on what it would do to Henry County taxpayers. First, our tax base in the county would go up 5 to 15% at least. The problems that the city has now, all their legal problems, would become ours. We would be responsible for it. The school system, which has a budget 23 to 25 million, we would own that. If we kept the schools open in the city, we would have to do the maintenance, and right now it's probably 10 to 15 million needs to be done on those schools, and it would be something almost impossible that we could do with the budget we have now, because most of you know the supervisors last year didn't match any of the money gave from the government to the school system. So when I always say we're 131 out of 132 schools in the state, that's in matching money from the supervisors. Now this year they gave them an additional 175,000, but last year they didn't give them any. And let's talk about the school system and the Samville School needing $7 million worth of repair, and there's been over 100 students lost out of the school. If 75 more students leave the school, it will be closed. That's something we need to think about. That's another reason the redistricting was done in 2021, because 940 residents had left the Blackberry district, and they had to redistrict it so we'd have enough people and it would be even throughout the county. So we got to protect Samville School. We got to protect our education. We got to do better, and we can do better. The reversion would have such an impact on all of us because they could annex the property of Henry County within 10 miles of the city limits. You lose the Patriot Center revenue. You lose Walmart's revenue. You lose the new Sheets revenue. You lose the racetracks revenue, and this would be devastating for all taxpayers because our taxes would double or triple. So now that you've been educated on reversion, how bad it would be, you need to do everything you can to fight it, because the incumbent said that the fight was over and we were going to give up. He was. And if you remember, I went out there to the public meetings, the inside meeting, stood up and called him out, called all of them out and told them, not going to stand for it. As a resident and taxpayer, I'm not giving up. So if you elect me right now, I'll tell you, if you elect me November 4th, I'll fight reversion to like you've never seen before. Now, let's talk about education, about the 1% again. As all of you know, the county administrator, Tim Hall, took the 1%, was going to pay down the debt on Meadowview. Well, the Attorney General ruled it was illegal. He couldn't do it. In the meantime, I was going to the meetings fussing about it and screaming at the top of my lungs, you can't take the money. That money is for new construction, new development of the schools, not for debt payment. So if you remember a town hall meeting, I had a supervisor look at me and tell me I was uneducated. That's my problem. I need to be educated. And he was a facts man. So if I got educated, I know that 1% was going to stay with the county and the schools were going to lose it. So once the Attorney General ruled it was illegal, they had to give the money back. The county administrator cut the school budget nearly $2 million. So in reality, they did take the 1%, half of it back. And that money right now is being used for the field house down at Bassett. So now we got a field house that should help with the school, help with the football program, the soccer program. It's going to be a good asset for the schools. So now I've talked about the 1%. Let's talk about the kudzu and the shape of the community. The kudzu, I've talked to VDOT 3 occasions. I've talked to Ren Williams twice. They have assured me when monsoon leaves, when it quits raining, it will be sprayed. It's already been sprayed down in behind Cunningham's, being cleaned up down there. Tiny Harrell saw me Saturday and said it was a great job, had been done. So they're working their way up to Blackberry and up Firestone Highway. So be patient with VDOT, just give them a chance. Takes a while to spray this stuff and for it to die. The next thing is the signs being stolen. Several people have reached out to me about my signs. So far I've had 10 stolen. And the homeowners are telling me, don't worry about the signs, they can't steal the vote. Some of the other homeowners are getting signs put beside mine, which they said is okay because they want people to know who's responsible for what's happened to this community the last 24 years. And I think it's a great idea. I think when you look at Blackberry and see all the kudzu, the houses fell down, no infrastructure, no PSA going up Firestone Highway to commercial buildings, no water lines, Fairmont Drive waiting 20 years for water. I think it's a good idea for the current supervisor to put his signs out so everybody knows who's responsible for it. I think it's a great idea. I mean, I'm actually thinking about donating his campaign to get more signs out. That way, you'll have a witness to who's done what we see. And the commercials are great. I love the gift that keeps on giving. Even in the commercial, the commercial, the lady says, "Thanks, Jim." So now that's what I'm doing. When you see my commercial, you see my signs, anything you say, "Thanks, Jim," I'm thanking him for showing us what Blackberry looks like. I'm thanking the opponent for what he has accomplished in 24 years in Blackberry, in the district. This morning when I went out to get something to eat, I saw some new signs put up, and I'm just smiling, and somebody asked me, was with me, like, "Oh my goodness, look at all these signs." I said, "Well, that's great. The community knows who he is now. He's never worked for 24 years. Nobody's never seen him." I've said over 200 door knockings, and the people said, "Never met the guy, don't know what he looks like." So now he's working for the money he gets paid for, and he's maybe starting to do the job. After 24 years, maybe it's time to wake him up. So I want to be elected November 4th. Early voting starts September 19th. I really want this job. I really want to work for you. But if something happens and you decide you want to keep going down the same path that you've done for 24 years, I want to understand, but I'll support your decision. I can't say I'll be happy. But at least now we know who the supervisor is. We know what should have been done for the last 24 years. We know what can be done because I have shown all of you. Look what I've done in 30 days. Look what's been, and now the commercial, the 12 homes that's in the commercial are going to be tore down. I don't know what the math is because in all the media releases, in the Henry County Enterprise, it says $390,000 allocated for 39 homes to be demolished. In the Blackberry District, only 5 homes will be demolished with 3 remediated. The commercial shows 12 houses. So I don't know, it's like the county, our math has been off in the county for a while now. We're told that there's no money to fix the roads here in Blackberry. There's no money for the water and pipe going up Blackberry. Where I live, there's no money. Fairmont Drive, there's no money for it. There's no money for water and sewer going up Firestone Highway. But in the reserves, I don't know, that's another thing. At one of the meetings, they said they had $39 million on hand. And at the town hall meeting, they said they had $42 million on hand. And the night of the NCI, I'm thinking they said they had $43 million. So that's something I want to check on, find out how much money we do have in reserve, and find out why some of it hasn't been spent. So there's a lot of questions I want to get answered for myself, and I can tell you the answers. I'm sure a lot of you also are wondering. And in the commercial about the Dick and Willie Trail, it talks about federal grants were used and not taxpayer dollars. Last time I checked, a federal grant came from tax dollars that you and I pay into the government, our federal tax money. And we pay a whole lot more federal tax dollars than we do state dollars. So, I'm not trying to attack my opponent. I'm just trying to state the facts and let everyone know. And, when I was told I need to be educated, I took that to heart. So now I'm getting educated. So I hope it's helping all of you see what's taking place. I hope I can get your vote. I hope I will support the community all I can. I'll do all I can to work for you. I didn't do a script, so I'm just a Blackberry resident trying to make a difference, and a little nervous right now. So forgive that, but I need your vote. I need your support. I need your help, and don't forget Saturday, August 16th, we've got the fundraiser for the Henry County Food Pantry at the Firestone Grill, starting at 12 o'clock, ending to 6. We'd ask for you to bring a canned food, if you can, canned food item. There's going to be hot dogs for the kids. It's going to be chicken and barbecue. And water and drinks have already been donated. I'm taking care of that. I want to thank Vicki Payne for the water and drinks that she's donated. So, all of you, November 4th, please vote for Ray Reynolds for Blackberry Supervisor. I will make a difference. I will work for you. I will listen to you. Thank you for your support.